We're here at Michigan to cap off the 15-race season with either Joe Jefferson, Carter Joey, Stephen Colin, or Roberto Crown Jr. winning the title. On the pole, we have Zachary Fitzwater Sr., who's outside his championship contender, Joe Jefferson. Third is Owen Miles. Fourth, Dan Harrison. Right out of the top five is Dylan Herminian. Rest of the qualifying order on the left side of the screen. Other championship contenders, Carter Joey starts 10th, Stephen Colin starts 13th, and Roberto Crown Jr. starts 26th. Pace car dives in, getting set for 20 laps to decide a champion at Michigan. Here we go. Green flag is out. We're racing to decide a champion. RDC 3 wide around the racetrack as Zachary Fitzwater Sr. pulls out to the lead. Owen Miles is going to follow him. Miles runs a bit lower, but he moves up the racetrack to relieve room for Dylan Herminian. He's going to go ahead and pass him down low. But right now it's Fitzwater Sr. controlling the pack. Oh, but the 41, he goes 3 wide in the middle with Jay Jefferson and Owen Miles. It kind of looked like he was going to go 3 wide for the lead for a moment, but it did not get enough of a run in order for him to do that. Leader of the first lap is Zachary Fitzwater Sr. We've already got a yellow on the racetrack. It's Joey Cobra in the 19. One of the cars involved. So let's go check out what happened. He's approaching the wall with Scott Upton. And just gets too close. And when he scrapes it, it comes down just a little bit. And Scott Upton's there. He goes for a spin on the front stretch. So unfortunately, Joey Cobra, your Season 1 champion, will not get a race win this season, it looks like, after a single car accident on lap number 1 involving his 19 Marvel 1 Chevy. So at the line, it was Zachary Fitzwater Sr. to lead them to the caution flag, and he'll lead them to the green. Take you guys to the restart. There's the one to go. It'll be Zachary Fitzwater Sr., Owen Miles, Dylan Herminian, Jay Jefferson, and Joe Jefferson. And the 6 has pulled down low with a problem. So Owen Miles has a mechanical issue under caution. And he'll have to give up second to Herminian. And Samuel Oskin will gain a top 5 spot. So he goes down pit road with a pace car. Fitzwater will lead them to the green. Herminian now second, but he goes to the outside as well as Joe Jefferson and Murray Upton, but Joe Jefferson is more significant because he's in the title fight, so we'll have to see how he'll get back to the inside as his other 2 competitors are there as well. Roberto Crown Jr. is back there. And there's the 02, I believe, jumping to the inside. And he's going to be able to go 3 wide, almost with Joe Jefferson, as now he'll get to the inside of him, definitely right here. As they go down the front stretch, no, it looks like Jefferson's going to pick up the draft from the 40 and maybe even try and pass him. But the 02 he's right there. He gets a big run into the corner, goes to the inside. Bunch of people slap the wall in the back. And now here comes Carter Joe. I think he's going to get it this time. Yes, he is. Oh, but he moves up the racetrack. That makes way for Roman Fenway to try and pass him. Put him to the middle of 3 wide. And will that allow Stephen Colin to catch up? And he's already catching up. So he's made it into the top 8. He's 8th right now. He's going to the inside of Mitchell Collins in the 22. All this while second place in the title hunt, Joe Jefferson. He was on the outside, now he finds himself on the inside, trying to battle for the lead with Carter Joey, who takes it, but will the 33 go lower? He's going to try this time to just run a lower lane, trying to catch up to him. And now he'll get to the inside in the turn. But he gets tight, gives up second to Jay Jefferson. Meanwhile, Colin is right there. He's going to go side by side with the 40, pass him, and now go to the inside of Joe Jefferson. Right now, Jay Jefferson trying to pass the 02 of Carter Joey. As Roberto Crown Jr. is still back there. And Stephen Colin has made his way to second in the championship fight. But the 02 finds himself in first place, and you can't get much better than that. And the 33 slaps the wall off of turn number 2. Single file for the front 5. They're side by side for 6th. And now Stephen Colin will make a run at second, maybe even for the lead if he can dive bomb it under Carter Joey, and he will. Looks like Joey's going to get a push off the top side from Jefferson and Collins. And that'll put Colin back in 4th. Now Jefferson is going to try and go inside. As they stay side by side throughout the entirety of the backstretch. Now Colin is on the outside, so all 3 of the championship contenders up front are outside, as Jefferson looks like he's going to slap the wall again. Oh, Colin's already inside, so now he'll try and go for 3rd on Mitchell Collins. And he's in a prime chance to take over the championship lead from Carter Joey. He's got to get by Jay Jefferson if he wants to do so. Oh, we've got another spin. Looks like Roberto Crown Jr. was in it. You're one of your final 4 contenders. And to the line, to get the edge on the restart, it will be the 02. So Carter Joey will start just 1 spot ahead of Stephen Colin on this next restart. And it'll happen with around 5 to go. So there's a spin on the backstretch, and it looks like Roberto Crown Jr. was one of the ones involved. One of your championship contenders. Let's see how it all happened. 3 wide on the top of the 4 and 98. That was a few laps ago, I think. And he got a run on Scott Upton. Upton hits the wall. 21 goes spinning. Right in front of Buchholz, and Buchholz just barely misses hitting the 21. And Crown Jr. is going to save it. He doesn't get much damage from this, but that'll definitely take him out from winning this championship. Look how close that 17 got to hitting the 21. So Crown Jr.'s chances at winning this championship are pretty much over. But for now, we've got Stephen Colin, Carter Joey, and Joe Jefferson under a blanket. They're all within the top 10. So we're gearing up for a great battle to the finish at Michigan, as we usually do. And Jay Jefferson's going to lead them. 2nd championship contender, Carter Joey. 3rd is another Final 4 member, Stephen Colin. 4th, Mitchell Collins. 5th, Patrick Smith. And in 8th is Joe Jefferson. He'll have to make up just a few more spots than Stephen Colin if he wants to win this championship. But as they come to the green, we'll restart with 4 laps remaining at Michigan. 25 going to go high. 22 goes higher. He'll pull back inside. And he may even go to the inside of Carter Joey. in turn one, he will. He'll have a bit of support from Dilner Arminian. And side by side for the championship lead, but Everminian is going to go 3 wide. And this puts both of them in a bad position, as now Joe Jefferson is there on the inside. He can basically pass them both if they stay there. I think the 22 hit the wall. Jay Jefferson continues to lead. 33 making his way forward. 3 laps to go in the season. Both pretty much on the top of 3 wide. They resort back to double file. But it's Colin who gets a jump and a push from his championship rival, Carter Joey. Maybe Joey thought that he could also get a jump from that, but alas, he's still on the outside of a 3 wide situation. He scrapes the wall. And Joe Jefferson goes storming by Carter Joey, and now he just has to pass Stephen Colin. Colin is going for the lead, however. He's going to go to the inside of Jay Jefferson. Colin, he does not want to be the only championship winner in the Android Cup Series to not win a race. He wants to get this thing because he's been second about 3 times this season. But now the 41 is going to go to the inside as we come to the white flag. And that puts Stephen Colin on the outside. Joe Jefferson on the inside. And he's going to dive bomb into the corner, but get into the 67, which gets him loose. And now he's way back there, dropping fast. Colin, however, maintains the lead. Dilner Minion will go to the inside. They battle through the corners. And here they come off of turn number 4. Dilner Minion versus Stephen Colin. It will be Stephen Colin on the outside to win the race. The 4th try for an Android Cup Series history to win the race and the championship. And what a great finish to this race. You gotta wonder if Joe Jefferson got the run and did not get into the 67. But in the end, Stephen Colin was going to be able to capitalize on Joe Jefferson nearly turning Patrick Smith in an aggressive move, but it put him behind the 8 ball when it turned in terms of trying to fight for the championship. And just how close was that race to the finish line? 4 1,000ths of a second. So Eberminian, who tried to go 2 races in a row, and what a big story that is. The heartbreak is over for Stephen Colin as a runner-up in 2 straight races early in the season, Indianapolis, and I want to say it was the Pensacola Road Course, 3rd in 2 races, the Dega 500 and Hattiesburg, and there were plenty other races where he could have won, but just missed it. Today, he's both a winner and a champion by 4 1,000ths of a second over Dilner Arminian. And we've got to check out that final move by Joe Jefferson. Which ultimately put him out of the fight. I thought right here he could have made a huge run inside of the 67. to try and go 3 wide on both him and Colin. But he slides way up the racetrack, gets into him. Causes him to check up. Possibly gave him some tire rub too. Here's the finish once again. Stephen Colin holding off Dylan Verminion at the line. And what a way to end the season. A season lacking in iconic moments, you could say. In terms of moments that will be remembered, but this race will be remembered for a while. As throughout the season, I personally believe that it was kind of lackluster when compared to seasons 4, 5, and 6. But that race made up for it. Probably one of the best I've done. And it's Stephen Colin with a big story. 8 top 10s on the year, 5 top 5s, and an average finish coming into race 14 at least of 11.43. Someone who also came up short, Carter Joey, who was leading the race at one point. Ultimately fell back a little bit. Got 7th. And Roberto Crown Jr., he spun. Got 26th. Owen Miles was the only one out. So I want to thank you for 7 seasons, which is pretty insane to think about it. I'm not really considered as one of the people who have been doing NR for too long, but I guess I have been. It's been 7 seasons since season number 1, and if the trend kept going of Android Cup Series after the Corsair Pro Series, we'd be on somewhere near season 10. So I want to thank you guys for the support. Signups close this season around 30 minutes. And my personal favorite series comes to an end. And can't wait for next season, which a big announcement right now that I'm going to make is the fact that I'm going to be using the paint schemes from the Car of Tomorrow era, from 07 to 2012. So the paint schemes from that time frame will be used. So that'll be it for season number 7 of the Android Cup Series. Next up is the Cobalt Truck Series, season 4. But for now, let's go to Victory Lane with Stephen Colin. Thank you for watching the Android Cup Series Season 7. We'll see you guys next time for Cobalt Truck Series Season 4, and maybe a little bit of a surprise before that. Maybe a special event, who knows? I'll see you guys later.